Wagwan, Wagwan. It's the 1878 Casuals. I'm Sinatra. This is Mad Face Casey Gale. We're brought to you by Terrace Colt USA and the one and only Moo Moo Mia, the greatest ice cream in the world. So we're here, very disappointed in the 0-0 draw against Southampton. There's not really too many points to make. It was a poor game, not a lot of quality. You know, we never got a rhythm going. Bruno getting in the referee's ass a lot, but honestly, it was a poor performance by Anthony Taylor. And we talk Anthony Taylor. We talk a lot about referees on here, and I don't like to make excuses. I don't like to slag them off all the time, but there's just no consistency week to week out. What's a foul? What's a card? There's no. And I was watching something before where Clattenburg was talking about it. The referees argue amongst themselves. When they get together and they have their little referee conference, they can't even decide amongst themselves what the fuck is a foul, what's a card. So if you've got the referees in England can't even decide, what as fans what can we even expect out here? And when you got Southampton players coming up and hugging Casemiro, like that's tough luck. You know that it's bullshit, all right? And he comes in, he's a little bit reckless, but he gets the ball, rolls over the ball, catches the guy with his studs, and okay, you want to call a foul, you want to give a yellow card, that's fine. It's open to interpretation, we have to live with that, but there's no way in hell the VAR official can be calling down and saying, you got it wrong, that's a direct red. There's no fucking chance. And I apologize for my language, but there's not in Spain, where the wind blows, you fall over, it's a yellow card. Not even in Spain is that a red card. I mean, Casemiro has an unblemished record in the Spanish league when he's playing with hooligans like Sergio Ramos, who Ramos will take your kneecap out. It was not
allegedly.
It was not an out of control tackle. It was not a poor tackle. It was a poor decision. And honestly, if there's any way for us to appeal this and somehow reduce the 4-match ban, that's what we got to do, because it's ridiculous. That's the highlight of the whole game, and that's the other point, is now every match the referee is now the talk. Like we're not here talking football. We're not here talking this is how we play. This is what we should have done. What can you do with that? A decision like that deflates the whole game. Southampton didn't give a fuck. They weren't trying to win that game. They're more than happy with a point. You know what I mean? And the lads, they put in a shift. They tried. We had a couple opportunities. Bruno should have put it away. Rashford should have put a couple away. It's one of those game days that you have where all of the luck is against you. And football's football. We had the on Thursday we had the reaction from the debacle from last weekend, and that's all we can hope for. Right, we had the reaction from that. Now we need a reaction from this. If we're going to go 4 games without Casemiro, guys have to step up. This is an important part of the season, but gutted, disappointed, just dumbfounded. And my last point is I honestly think because Anthony Taylor is from Wythenshawe, he's from Manchester, he almost goes out of his way to fuck us, because it's like he can't look like he's partial to United, so it's like he goes out of his way to make these calls, and it's pathetic. I'm passing it over to my man Face. Wagwan.
It's got to be hard for him to go back to his city and visit people, huh? Not much more to say. Yeah, I'm disappointed, and I've been on the referees from day one. I'm just gonna say what I saw early in the match. I felt like the Woot dropping into the number 10 is not. It's not helping us anymore because teams are attacking his feet. They're making Woot do quicker decisions at the number 10, and it's not working.
They realize if they pressure him,
they take him out, and it takes Rashi out the game. So
there needs to be a fluid link. If Rashford's going to be the number 9, he's got to have Bruno, someone that can.
Someone there. But when we went to Sancho got him involved, the game moved better. But we didn't have much time to get involved because. Once again, the referees are a factor of you got the best league in the world. You have the best players in the world. The worst thing we talk about weekly, every week, every team, every supporter, all consistently say the refereeing and officiating is poor.
Yeah, it's just not just United. It's across the
It's
board.
across the league. It's just bad. You're picking and choosing on offsides. You can't tell us the difference between one another. You talk about the word intent, like guys are intenting to hurt people. But when you hit the ball first, that's to nullify intent. You should be you're attacking the ball, not a player. But they don't see it like that. I definitely think the Premier League, UEFA, FIFA, whoever relegates the referees, you need to do an overhaul because you are a part of the game that we don't want to notice every week. We're pissed off about you, the referees, not the match.
Would we be better off without the VAR? Would we be better off?
No. The VAR shows the play. They're stupid. They look at it and they can't make a decision.
Look at the angles of the VAR today.
They can't make a decision. They get dumber.
My question is, would the game be more suited if VAR was strictly for offside?
Honestly,
we're going back and reviewing
we
yellow
need
cards
more,
and red cards.
They need more people who play the game involved in VAR refereeing. I'm just saying that's the only way because.
So you're saying somebody independent needs to be.
It's just not working. It's not working when you can look at a play and say, "I'm going to ban him for 4 games because of that." That's too harsh.
Especially when there was a tackle in the Chelsea game, right, where the guy right on the ankle.
We can talk about choking and all that shit because every week after our guys, some other guys choke some guys. They didn't even get a fucking card. So how do you distinguish what's gutted? We got 1 point. It's not a loss. We got to move on. We're
taking it one game at a time.
We're gonna be without Casemiro for 4 games now. That's excellent. And Ten Hag, salute to you, sir, because you've had hurdles that most coaches would have quit and gave up. You said there's no excuses. Up the Reds. We got to get Glazers trending out. And this Elliott group, don't sleep. So fucking pissed off because the referees are always a factor.